Hi all, and welcome to the video. In this one, let's build a Toon playthrough, number 15. Right, as we left it, we had gotten pretty darn close to level 100. Well, we did finish that, and we're now at level 105, and we're going to have a stab at the mantis daily. So here it is. If you're not aware of this, this is an elite daily you get from the agency of the elite mission NPC. Basically, it's a chain quest. You've got lots of different mobs to kill, and you will get a little lost in the mantis cave. If you've not been there a few times, it does get confusing. It's a lot easier if you have the map I'm about to show you now, which is Atlas of Rubicon, because it has the internal layout of this instance. All right, hopefully. No, let's try that again. Yes. Oh, pet. Nope. Well, that's good news. The AoE calm actually works. Fantastic. So we want mantis diggers first, I think. Diggers are to the south. Been a while since I've been in. So if this works, this is going to be a much easier run than I was previously anticipating. Runners seem to have a bit more resist. Yeah, there we go. Okay, well, this is working really well. Better than I had anticipated. I was finding in Shadowlands that this AoE calm, Muddled Psyche, it does have nano resist at 125%, level 150%, which makes it a little difficult to land. However, as we've leveled, we have also maxed out on a lot of nano skills, which does help, because the higher your skill is versus the nano resist of your opponent, the more chance you have to land something, and if it's a nuke or similar, the more damage it can potentially do. So we've done that, and also I just thought sod it and bought the ocular eye. These are quite expensive at this level, and even more expensive if you go or find one for like a level 60, because a lot of people build some pretty awesome twinks using a few of these diggers. Ideal. Right, you can attack one of those and we'll calm everything else. Fantastic. Well, this could go exceptionally well if they all calm so easily. Let's just buff up minion a little bit there. So after diggers, we want drones, which were back in the other room. Try the nuke. Oh, not bad. Certainly more than these little pistols are doing. And to have to upgrade those soon. So suggestions for the next sort of set of weapons, really. Or my thinking is focus on the pet and defensive skill and sort of play it that way. I don't know. I shall ask other crats. I do like to be able to do a little bit of direct damage at some point. Now, the reason yes, you could put much higher quality implants with just 3 slots in. But what I like about this, and I always have with symbionts, is they add so many other skills. So we're getting treatment, sensim, psycho mod, and what I'm seeing on the crap is the nano skills. You need a lot of them for your various buffs. So it's a good idea to have the symbionts early. As far as I can tell, there might be, a more sophisticated and fine-tuned version done entirely with implants, but that's a lot of messing about. Where's my pet? There he is. Kill the drone. Now, this ends up with some higher level mobs, workers and bantlings, which could be troublesome to deal with. Well, that's nice for that level. I think somebody is building a bit of a twink. In fact, one guy, I think it's Radiant actually, yeah, he's making a level 25 super twink for whatever reason, just for the giggles, because that's one thing about Anarchy Online that you just do not see in any other games, and that is twinking, and it's one of the best things about this game. Well, this is going, well, better than I'd anticipated, let's put it that way. I thought I'd be down. I didn't think muddled would work. I was thinking, I'm going to end up having to single calm all the ads you get in here, which would have been quite a bit trickier. So one more drone. Let's go and get that one. But with it working, it's quite a bit better. Yes, this is, as I say, going better than I was anticipating. Okay, we want some runners. They're a little further down, I think. Don't need you. Let's try muddled again. Was it a fluke? No, not that time. Runner. 2 runners. It's only landed on 1 though. Well, it's certainly helping a great deal. Right, runner. Kill it, minion. Well, if I think back to how we were doing on the shade in here, yes, we're all having a swim now. Let's all get out of the water, which is, I don't know if they've been twinking this because I haven't seen a patch, but it that looks better than it did last time. Although it seems to be flowing very, very quickly. Actually, the speed is sort of slower here than it is here. It's kind of weird. Wouldn't it be the other way if it was actual water? Okay, we now have to kill one more runner. And what comes after runners, actually? That's the point. Burrowers. Oh, crikey, where are they? This is the only thing with this quest line. Until you've done it a couple of times, you tend to forget where certain named mobs are. Right, so... pet behind. No, nothing I'm wanting. Okay, so there's a runner. And of course, on top of which, the area actually has little warp areas to it. So these little sort of holes here will actually warp you to different sections. Oh. I wondered why he wasn't attacking. Because I didn't tell him to. That's why. Oh, I'm ding. So 107. Need to keep pumping a few of these base skills now. Especially, I'll have to do these at some point. They're starting to fall apart. And I think nanopool as well, because we're calming a lot more and that cost is starting to make itself known. And I desperately, before I forget, I need to start twinking some way better NCU gear and other stuff on. It's long overdue. Right, and burrowers, I think through... Is it that door there? Oh, God. We're going to go on a bit of a explore and find. Oh, wow. That was kind of pretty cool, actually. Crowd control for them in earth melders. Oh, let's try it in here. Not bad. Try again. No, oh god, I'm rooted. Right, this is getting a bit more tricky. No, don't have to be the singles on these guys. Until I can get a better one. Is that all of them? I think it was. Oh my god, bantling. Oh, I wonder. Can I charm it? Yes! Oh well, that's not that bad then. Calm you. Back behind. Come on. Hey. Ah, right. So, no, this leads to the bantlings. Who, one of which is now my slave. So, okay, it's not this way we want. So, is it further this way? Oh, there's burrower. Right, kill it. Doing an awful lot of tabbing here. Right. It's easier to mouse over, in fact, slightly quicker. The bantling's actually making a pretty damn good pet. You stay put. So initially, early on, you sort of nano skills, nano pool are just what you're using to buff with, and calm with occasionally. Calm into there. Whereas later on, that changes. What's this way? We're going to regret coming this way. Forager we don't need yet. Okay. So it's all foragers in here. So, where are the burrowers? Now we're back here, aren't we? No. Right, hang on then. Let's go... Oop. Let's take the quick exit here, which I think... Let's recharge that nano. Foragers, there's hundreds of foragers. We don't need them. Scout, I think they're on the menu for later. Can you get under there still? Yes. Now that leads up to somewhere we don't need to go yet, I think. Yeah, that eventually leads to the humanoid NPCs in here, which you do get a daily for, I think. And that leads somewhere. That's the one that leads to the... Yeah, it is. They're not in there. Scouts are there. This way is what? More scouts. Let's go back to the main room. We'll go there this way, I think. Where have we not been? Where have we not been? Now, we saw one. Well, two, in fact, going this way. Oh, well, there's a forager. But he'll do. Oh, we've got runners. Excellent. Oh, it's not foragers, burrowers. Burrowers. Wakey, wakey. Drink more coffee, Kalos. How long have I got on this pet? Still 5 minutes remaining. So we came through here, but it was earth melders, wasn't it? Oh, burrower. Attack the burrower. Runner. Don't need. So what comes after burrowers then is scouts. Ow! We just found a load of those, didn't we? Yeah, this is the only thing with this particular daily. Until you've done it a few times, you do tend to find yourself getting a little bit lost. Charmed Pet doesn't understand behind so well. And it does sort of send you hither and thither, as is said. you sort of, you're going one way and then going a very different way. And the mobs don't generally escalate. This is Earth Melders. No, it's not here. What? Oh. I thought that was my charmed bantling. But it wasn't. Right, okay. I think the scouts were back up here, weren't they? Towards this sort of... No. No, we're going the wrong way here. We're definitely not going the right way. Hang on. Yes, we came that way, but I think quick way is going to be one of these little exits. Let's try this far left one. This is the back door to those. I know the middle one leads to the mantis queen. We don't want to go there yet. All right. Scouts, yes. Two minutes left on the charm. Bantling went for a bit of a wander. Come here, Bantling. Come hither. 1 minute. We'll probably lose him during this fight. I need to be quick at grabbing him back. Because he's actually proving to be really quite useful. I'm going to wait now. I'm going to wait. Wherever the hell he's gone. Come here. Come back, Bantling. Where's it gone? lost him. There he is. Allure of servitude. You're mine. Mine, I tell you. Right, get behind. Rebuff speech. Foragers. We're back out. And through here, I think. Were they? No, they weren't. Whether they were. Were they through here? Runners. Let's try this guy again. Yeah. We were tripping over foragers before. Where have they gone? Runner we don't need. Oh, here's all the burrowers. I'm sure there was more in a room. Oh, teach me to look properly, won't it? Right, okay. No, not so keen on calm. Phillips, now I'm going to have to improve those as well. Was it this room? Well, there's one anyway. Okay, and another forager, although obscurely there only seems to be two in this huge room. Oh, there's one. Kill him with fire. A warp minion. I better just check he's got his buffs running. Oh, well, I thought I'd keybound reload. Reload? Oh. Yeah. Right. Earth melders. They were... Let's go back this way. We're in that room with the water. Oh, miles off here. Right. Pet behind. They do definitely respond differently. Charmed pets versus actual pets. No, this isn't right. Is it? Yeah, it was through this stony sort of looking door. Smelled it. Attack. Ooh, we got a mess going on here. Two ads. Perfect. In fact, because we need to kill 3. Well, I have to say, it's not as exciting as I thought it might be doing this mission, in that it's a bit easier than I thought it was going to be. I had envisioned a great deal more difficulty. Let's put it that way. I thought, oh, the calms aren't going to land. We're going to be, you know, inadvertently training people and other stuff. So I'm really quite gladdened that we're not. Doing well though. We've got 2 levels out of it so far, I think. Low light. Wrong kind of low light targeting scope. They don't drop anymore. It was an old, very high crit targeting scope. And people that had 200 quality 200 ones, which I had a few of, in fact, lurking in a backpack I didn't know I had in the bank, sell for quite a bit of money because, well, although they're, you know, a viable item in the game, they just do not drop in game anymore, as far as I know. Unless they've miraculously been added to the ICC shop. Like the implants I used to blitz for on my fixer. You know, I can do it, but I can't charge anything like the creds I used to charge because as soon as you're more expensive than the shop, no one bothers. There you are. Right, workers they're going to be north, aren't they? They're second to last. So they're up in the sort of grey area room. Oh, Earth Melder Inc. And it landed on the others. I'm moving while I'm casting like a numpty. Let's get out of the way. Let's get out of the way. And is it off fighting somewhere? It is, isn't it? I don't want you to do. It's the only thing with that charmed bantling. It does great damage for a charmed pet, but it tends to run off and do its own thing. Oh, I thought he had buns of steel, but he hasn't. It's minion. Buns of steel? No buns of steel. Buns of steel. Oh, they're a bit high in his back, though, aren't they? He can dream. Let him dream. Right. Nope. Still fighting some random something somewhere. There's a worker there. Let's send this one in. And I can't tell him attack because he's out of range. Let's just make sure he stays there and we'll just stay here. Try again. Mantling because it's in a fight. I have no idea what it is fighting. Minion seems to be doing well. Let's join in a bit. This charmed pet's become a liability now. Do not know where it is. Attack. Okay. Let's try again. Then because it's in a... Well, wherever it is, it's randomly killing something. Don't know where that's gotten to. I'm getting XP from it, though. It could be in a room killing all sorts of stuff. Yay! Got you back. Right, go and fight that. How long left? Oh, right, hang on then. Mere seconds. No, let's wait for it, wait for it. You're mine. All mine, I tell you. Right, so we need one more worker. I think there was one in the corner. There is. Right, okay. Go and get him. Right, now Bantling, you're going to be killing some rather familiar people. Right, so hang on. Behind. It's like pantomime. Right. There's a worker just there, I think. Calm the worker. Oh, that's a better bantling than mine, but okay. Okay, solves that with melee range, I think. Until such time that we can pump this up a bit higher. Yeah, perk choices at the minute, I've just gone commanding presence for damage insurance agents because I die a lot. Loophole, more or less just for, you know, a couple of pet buffs and nano skills. Again, nano doctorate, careful in battle, and nearly all into nano combat. I did a quick reperk to get that eye in on treatment. So, oh, well done. I'm not paying 20 million to reset every single one because I only needed to shift 2 perks anyway. So I just did a reset, did the first aid, and when that time's out, I'll reset that back and put it into what levels for that? 140, commanding presence, 120. You know, so it's, what do I put it in, really? You can stay in treatment for now. Oh, I wish that was the pet. What's that? 130. Ooh. Pretty tasty. Thing is, though, I probably wouldn't be able to charm it. Probably have... psychic would be too high for me. Oh, work is now released. Tap, 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 tap. Nothing. Calm. Oh, and ding. That's pretty damn good going. Now, why are you... behind. Right, so that's this done. Oh, blimey. I honestly thought, oh, you know, calms aren't going to land. I'm going to be struggling a lot. And, you know, so I am really quite pleased, in fact, that it went as well as it just did. That's been a very pleasant surprise, I have to say. Defensively, we don't have a lot, do we? So, yeah. Right, okay then, folks. So we'll leave this one here, and let's get out of here first. So we'll beacon out. And back to old Athen. And we'll leave it here, and I'll say bye for now.